Welcome to the first episode of the Chill Corner. Hopefully, it will be a continuous series for every other Friday at noon. Please enjoy. And without further ado, future me or past me, hit that intro. Alright guys, welcome to the Chill Corner, the podcast where everybody can come in and have a good time. In this episode, we'll be covering topics about AI and how it's been affecting content and music and the like. And later on, we'll be covering Markiplier's very first indie movie, The Item One. With me today, we have a very special guest, the director of Gonzo's acting school, Mindless Gonzo himself. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Now, when I first pitched you this idea, what was your first thought about this?
Hopefully you have a nice set plan and that everything goes well for you.
Alrighty. Well, let's just dive in with a little bit of a icebreaker, I guess you could say. A little bit something to get us loosened up before we get to the real important stuff. Alrighty. For you, Gonzo, I got a question for you.
Okay.
If you had a theme song, just something like when you wake up, you go do something, when you go back to bed, what would be your theme song for you?
Yeah, probably my go-to, and pretty much the earliest song that I can remember from my childhood days, Life is the Highway by Tom Cochrane. I basically danced to that as a kid, and I still get a little bit giddy every now and then when it plays, and might as well be that.
Alright, that is actually a good song. It's actually one of my favorites after watching the movie Cars, so yeah, that's a good song to pick.
I kind of disowned the Rascal Flatts cover.
It was still a good one regardless either way. Oh jeez, you're probably gonna laugh at this, but probably my most funniest theme song, probably for me to wake up, go do life, and go back to sleep, will probably be Rick Ashley's The Rick Roll song.
God damn it.
Like, I don't know why, it's just like my whole life is so freaking just random, so it only makes sense for the most memey song to pop up when let's say I'm pretty much going to get some food and I trip over a rock and it just starts playing. I'm like, well, that's my day's gonna be like.
Oh god. Doesn't have to be like that, yikes.
Well, like, it's the most iconic. I have other songs, but that one pretty much hit the most to me. Okay. But yeah, so far, how's your day been going, Gonzo? Like, has it been going a good day? Yeah, some good things going in your time today?
I kind of struggled to sleep, but one of the NAS devices managed to come in and everything seemed to be working fine. I was able to like unpack it, install, and then pretty much clock out. The only thing is I need to next be able to afford some hard drives for it. So that way I gotta relieve these the files in this computer and just relocate them someplace else.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of work here, man. But I hope pretty much it works out well for you and pretty much everything's squared away and you pretty much get what you need to get done.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, let's get into the first topic today. AI, pretty much you wanted me to help like discuss and cover. Was there something in particular about AI that just found completely like just complete slop that you just want to just air it out, like say like, man, this freaking sucks, man?
I decided to like just within the past couple of weeks or so, I just decided, I'm gonna check back in with the rail fan community who always like videos about trains no matter what. And all of a sudden YouTube just started recommending me a bunch of AI videos in particular, specifically for rail fanning. For some odd reason, there's always this montage of just the weirdest generated slop I could find. All seen by this one guy who keeps having some weird running gags I've yet to even understand. And holy fuck, it's like watching a train wreck. And some of those compilations also include the worst kind of train wrecks ever. Like when you deal with AI, it tries to generate what you think you want, what it thinks you want, right?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
we get all that stuff, but like, and people would think, oh, this looks great. But unfortunately, I'll have to mind that I still have enough of a brain, despite like fucking bad choices of food and life decision and all that. I still have a okay functioning brain, just enough to like watch these kinds of AI videos, specifically of these railfan videos, where they like all of a sudden just like try to like create some dramatic derailment, train crash, and all that shit, and I'm like, some of this shit don't make sense. It's like random bullshit go. Literally that.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
man.
Like
Wait.
it's just this thing just tries to like make it all dramatic and shit, but it's like, oh lord, it's hard to fucking describe.
Man, I can tell. Basically, like, that's kind of how it is. Like, with AI being included in pretty much everything from music to YouTube to pretty much even my phone. Like,
Yeah.
it has its uses. I'll say that it has its uses, but other times, AI shouldn't really touch on things that people should be like doing, like making YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Especially given if your idea is just how it just some train just randomly crashes off a bridge and it can't even make sense on what kind of a crash it wants to be, or be linear about it, or even know the damn thing about a domino effect. Like, Christ almighty, no, just no.
So
You can
basically,
pull that you can pull that shit off if you manage to bootleg like a train simulator game.
in fact, the train simulator will actually be better than the AI pretty much video of it. I'm gonna say it right there.
Yeah, BeamNG, fucking Microsoft Train Simulator shit. Oh god, why would you use AI for that shit? Because like, and some people ended up remarking this too, unrelated to like rail fanning. Because like, I saw one viral post where, take a look at all this action. You holding two guns. This was an AI generated video also. You holding two guns, just shooting forward for no particular reason. You're on some fucking skis or boat or some shit, and it's like a cruise ship is split in half, and some of the generations is like literally split in half and shit like that. But I'm like, yeah, half the time I'm looking at, does this thing even know like placement in the known universe or scene, or where the fuck it is? Have they not seen like bits of hardcore Henry? You don't just keep shooting forward like it's an NPC or some shit like that.
Like, yeah, totally.
You'd be able
man.
to spray wildly or some shit.
Like it has to be like natural, like has to be sporadic, like pretty much like what you said with Hardcore Henry. I watched the movie multiple times from a first person perspective, how they portray pretty much firing guns to fisticuffs to using other like hand weapons. That's how you should portray like animations if you want to do something like that. AI does not have that, like that human mind where it can say like
The human
yeah,
element.
yeah, that human element where pretty much where it feels natural. If you're gonna fire a gun, you don't just fire it straight. But like, okay, is he coming around the corner, or how should I take cover, or all that stuff, and people must boom, boom, people must shoot and shoot. But like with AI, since it doesn't have that human mind, that human integrated into it, or something for it to be like, say,
Yeah.
okay, maybe this is how it should be. That's where it flops in the most horrible way.
Basically, because it's like, if you, yeah, it's flashy as fuck, but only if you pretty much have some root temperature IQ to not even understand, you know, set pieces and all that shit. I mean, half these people probably like Call of Duty. You understand how things worked with all the action going on, especially in the early Call of Duty games.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Like you know it. Like once you hop in, you know it. But like with this, yeah, you just can't know. Like it's just like random stuff all jumbled together, expected to be good.
Like yikes.
So pretty much in your Yeah, so pretty much in your opinion, basically the implementation of AI for pretty much anything from YouTube to music to pretty much stuff like that, while it has its benefits, but majority it should have been left to just the basics, rather than just be something people can use to make something easier rather than just do it themselves.
Especially if you're just doing it just for cheap. Like, if you're really doing it just to have some cheap ass money, it's not even going to be worth it. It's going to feel a little bit empty.
Yeah, that's the really point of it. Like if you're using AI and stuff like that for anything, where is the soul? Like where is that creative juices, that energy that goes into making something? Where is it when you use AI?
And every other technical aspect of it, like where the fuck am I looking at? Where the fuck is this set at? And all that shit.
Exactly, because like you pretty much hit like a really good topic to bring up, because like, dude, there is so much stuff I could bring up about AI that it'll just take all day. So I'm not gonna say everything, but I will have some points. Like say when I'm editing videos, I pretty much use this editing software that helps me just do everything, from cutting the videos to making music, putting it on there and just throwing it off and all that. But every time when I'm trying to work on a video, always keeps advertising, hey, there's an AI thing that will let you do it for you. All this was just a little bit of clickety clack on the keyboard. I'm like, no, I don't want to use that. The reason I downloaded an editing software so I can edit, not ask a computer to edit it for me.
That's why I'm just keeping up to a cracked version of like Sony Vegas 14. I won't be able to render as an MP3 because some broken codec service, but fuck it. It doesn't ask me, hey, would you like to try this fucking forced upon AI bullshit software for you?
Like, geez, like, good grief. Because, like, the thing is, but the software is awesome. It pretty much helps me render everything and all that stuff and lets me re-edit and fix everything. That's fine. Like, the tools for you to edit is there for you just to use. So it's just like that little bit of corner, the little bit of speck in the back. Like, hey, there's AI. We'll let you do all this for a low price, like $7 a month. What?
It'll feel like $7 a month, but we know it's just you. In order to like not have to have it reoccurring, you always buy like a yearly subscription, and this is fucking double or triple digits, like in hundreds of dollars or some shit like that.
Oh hell, yes.
At least that's how it is with my VRC Plus subscription, because that's a
with that math. If you're pretty much using a bunch, that money stacks up throughout the months. So pretty much, like, I'll say right here, like, if someone gave me editing software, like if it pretty much gets where it says like, if you use AI, you'll get all the YouTube like subscribers, you get a whole bunch of views, you get a whole bunch of money, all that stuff. All you gotta do is press that button and it'll do everything for you. You don't have to do anything. But you can use, or if you use this editing software where everything's up to date, but you gotta do everything yourself, AI won't even touch it. Which would you choose?
Yeah, I've already made my decision anyways, considering it took me quite a while. I ended up starting using Sony Vegas around 2010, just so I could be a little bit more flexible, because I literally started out using Windows Movie Maker. And I just wanted to be a little bit more flexible, so I ended up learning how to handle Sony Vegas. So I've already made my decision. Fuck that AI shit. If I made a mistake, it'll be on me.
Yes, exactly. That's the premise of it. Because that's, in a funny way, that's how AI's pretty much been like conditioning, like becoming like YouTube creators to artists and stuff like that to do their stuff from scratch rather than rely on it. Because if you rely on AI, you're pretty much at the mercy of whatever thing's gonna cook up. No matter what you want it to do, it's gonna do what it thinks it wants you to do.
and it'll probably do its damnedest to give you the most pleasing answer possible.
while
Like I
looking
think I
like
ended up hearing
absolute
several
crap.
tutorials where it's like, yeah, it even kisses up to you.
In the end,
like
it would look
say
like
that's a very good thing you want. That's a very good thing to suggest or some shit like that. Or and I keep seeing this used in like arguments online, basically on Twitter, X. I'll just call it Twitter because when people use Grok for their counter arguments, like fucking Christ, you're asking for a specific answer for a specific outcome, and it's trying to please you like a prostitute. Especially given you had to pay for Grok too. Like Christ Almighty,
dude,
that much this dick sucking Jesus.
Dude, it's like, oh man, it's I have a good analogy for this. It's like pretty much you go to the amusement park, basically you just pay, you gotta take in everything, and there's this huge ride you're looking forward to that you gotta get to, but in order to get it, you gotta go to this AI thing to get you a proper ticket to use that specific ride. And you're like, I paid all this money to get here, but I have to use this AI in order to get on that ride. Then your excitement is just gone. Like, what's the point of me paying for something for me to do if I have to do something else in order to do it? Then I would have wasted my money. Like, it's, oh man, this freaking is, but the sad thing is, it's growing. About AI stuff, it is growing up to the point where I don't know if you got caught up with the latest I don't know, video game awards or whatever that they did.
I have heard a lot of clips from that.
Yes,
I've seen a lot of clips about it. Yeah,
one clip in particular, I think it was about I think it was City of the Wolves that they were showcasing, that they left a whole somewhat realistic trailer. My goodness, it looked like a freaking mobile game trailer you get on an ad on a phone. Like those so-called realistic gameplay and cutscenes to get you try to download it and like that. That's what that clip reminded me of.
Oh Lord.
I'm like, where did we go wrong? Like, where did it end where creating content and stuff like that, the games and stuff, cut off and just let computers do it for you? Like, where did it go? But like I said, that's the sad thing about it. Like, there's people who like probably not like big time YouTubers, but they do their darnest to make what they can the best way that they can. And then there's others who will say like, oh, this is too hard, I'll just get AI to do it for me, and hey, look, all these views and stuff like that. I'm like, then what's the point of being a YouTuber if you're not going to put in the work?
And it even fucking reflects to like the other mediums where AI is just forced upon and used by, you know, lazy fucking slobs, lazier than me, really. Like I ended up seeing this one translated post from the Japanese comic market, where basically, you just basically wanted to be able to freely distribute a bunch of AI generated manga, but like the moment you get a hold of the moment you want to be able to get a hold of a booth and sell your shit to through like Comic-Con, and all of a sudden you're presented with, you know, the expenses of like fees and printing it out and shit like that. Oh boy, do you turn away fucking fast.
Jeez.
It's so hilarious.
Yeah, that's freaking hilarious, but like, you're right, you pretty much hit the nail on the coffin being lazy. He's about just as lazy as Garfield on a Monday. Like, golly, and that's saying something. But,
yeah, but usually that's funny, and you know, Mondays are generally hated by everybody, so.
Oh hell yeah, man! Like, Mondays are literally like one of my worst days. Like, I can pretty much, I know, like, I pretty much make sure I get up at appropriate time if I want to do videos like reactions or gameplay. I know I start like on Monday so that way I have the rest of the week to mess with it and pretty much upload it and all that stuff. But yeah, with that money, I'm like, I do not want to get out of freaking bed right now, but I gotta.
Yeah.
But long short of it, like I said, AI is like it's like it should have been worked on before set off to the public. Like it has its uses. I will not disclose. I will not disingenuous with it. It has its uses, but it should have been worked on more.
I might as well admit too. I tried a little bit of AI tinkering because there was a lot of people who tried to like clone voices with AI and wanted to do silly shit with them. But I just decided to clone a couple of voices that like they're very, very so obscure. I doubt anybody's gonna even want to bother with them. Like I ended up like trying to tinker around with like the cloning of some fucking voice used for like local on the Ace from the Weather Channel and like NOAA weather radio voices and shit like that. But like everybody else will want to prefer that shit. I've only tinkered with that to a degree, and some of them were kind of iffy at best. So I haven't dealt with it too much.
Yeah, like you said, I touched on it like here and there, like just to see what it was like, because I was like thinking about making like a profile picture from YouTube like channel and stuff like that, since I can't draw for the life of me. Like my stickman doesn't even look like stickman, so I'll just touch it on it, and I'm like, okay, it has its uses. But like I said, if I could, I would have drawn my stuff by myself. But this is only because like I needed something that was me. It could have some input in. But in the long haul, I'm not gonna rely solely on AI if I want to do something like make a video or stuff like that. That was just a one-off thing for me. But yeah, this, like I said, that's a sad thing, that AI is getting so much more traction that it should have taken the time before it got moving. And I fear, and this is my opinion, this is what I fear the most, is what's gonna happen. The majority of everything, be music, movies, YouTube videos and stuff like that, is gonna be completely replaced with AI generation. That's what my main fear is. If that happens, all that content energy, that creative energy, all that will get completely drained. That people just won't want to make videos anymore because of that. And that's what scares me the most.
Yeah, basically that's going to be kind of already happening in a sense, and it's scary to think that, well, we basically want a robot to do menial chores, not to replace our creativity, our only outlet for like venting out frustration or to broadcast our feelings, our emotions, into like love, happiness, and joy.
Yep. And like, geez, it's like, it is so freaking sad though. I was getting to this point that like I said, I understand the uses for it. Like if you want, like if it's something like it's a big strenuous work, like there's some kind of handling machinery, I can understand you want to rely on a computer to help you do that. But if something's so like simple as like writing an essay, or like just writing a poem, or just making a music video or something like that, that should be just strictly you alone to work on, not asking the computer to do it for you. Like if it's like editing, like chopping, cutting, that's I'll give it a pass for that. Everything else where it involves creative energy, AI should be completely blocked off. It gives people like a chance to express themselves fully rather than just partially, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Like, geez, like I said, we can go all day, like just harping on AI and how much it's impacting the world and everything, and how happy is, but also can be useful when used right. but we'll just keep it like strict here, like with our stand on it, saying like, I mean, it has its uses, but when it starts influencing and impacting creative flow, creative energy, people, like the people aspect of things.
Oh hell, almost everything getting impacted by this. I ended up fucking hearing that because Microsoft been using AI to write code, Windows 11 updates keep breaking. Yeah, I've been hearing about that, and like it's already impacting a lot of shit. Like it probably should just be just a little assistant, not implemented into everything, just so you can feel a little better about yourself, pushing some unnecessary service on the
Like exactly. It's literally, for what I can tell, what I've seen, it's basically in its infant stage, trying to drive a full Formula One car. You're asking a lot of it, and it cannot produce it because it's not built enough to reach that point where you can do what you wanted it to do. It still needs time to pretty much to incubate, to breathe, to grow, to work on, to make it so where it can be used properly for like menial tasks, just something that definitely needs some help with what you feel like you can't reach. That's something that's a helper, not something to take over. And I think that's where the shift happened, where instead of just doing it by yourself, like, hey, computer, can you just do all this for me while I figure out what to do with my life? And that's where we're at right now. And that's, fortunately, that's the future I think we're pretty much driving to. Terminator did drive this point home. Machines are gonna might take over, and we're ourselves to blame. But if it does, I'll pretty much make it clear. If I go all like that, then I'm just gonna go out the pretty much the best way I know how. I'll be myself. I ain't conforming to nothing. I'm just gonna be me.
Good, solid advice, yeah.
Let that be a lesson, folks. AI, while can it be a beneficial tool, it's not an end all be all thing to help you get through everything.
Yeah.
Just
Some
remember
people
that.
just try to push a button, but you got the talent to be like, you need the fucking data set to even fucking try to do anything that I can do with the prices of a button.
Exactly. Like, yeah, that also makes another point too. Like, I know I should probably cut that up, but no, I wanted to pretty much bring that point home about when someone who pretty much has done all their work and is studying for years to do what they need to do, and someone comes in and does immediately what they can do in a press of a button, how disheartening is that? Where you pretty much can do something like all that work and studying that you achieved, only for someone just to press a button and say, hey, I can do what you do, but better. Like that's the most disheartening thing. But yeah, like I said, we'll touch on that on another subject. Now let's get on to this next one. One I pretty much wanted to talk to you about a little bit. I want to break up about Markiplier's latest movie, Beyond Love, which is based off an indie game of the same name. But Markiplier decided to manage to enhance on it to pretty much make it more vibrant, make it more of a film, right? Just a short game in itself. I'm not gonna spoil everything for you, Gonzo, but I will give you a little bit brief summary.
Alrighty.
Basically, it's set upon an apocalypse world, which is known as the Quiet Rapture, where pretty much stars and everything just start dying off, and everything, life is starting to end, and there's humanity's pretty much down to last few. Convict has been sent to explore a planet with ocean flood in a submarine to pretty much to find any source of life to try to hopefully helps humanity survive. But what he finds in the bottom of this ocean of blood is not freedom, at least not in a more physical sense. It's going to be something completely different.
Oh boy.
Now, I watched this movie. It is like 2 hours and 7 minutes exact. But I will say it right here. Despite it being 2 hours and 7 minutes, you are hooked throughout that movie. For me, there wasn't one moment where I looked away like, I'm getting bored, or what? I wait for something to happen or something, or check my phone, nothing like that. Every scene, even the minuscule things that happened, made you focus on it. Like, what's gonna happen there? Okay, that happened. It was gonna lead to that? Like, what? And my goodness, I cannot say enough that you should find time to watch this movie. You guys and everybody else watching. Y'all, if you ever have a chance, watch that movie. It is worth your time.
No, 2 hours. I think I could be able to handle it. I mean, I did sit through our friend Dark Knight's suggestion of the first Stargate movie, and I was struggling to just try to scroll through my social media page on another monitor while watching the movie in VR Chat's Popcorn Palace. And if it is as similar as the feelings and the struggle of me trying to move away from it, but it keeps grabbing my attention with bits here and there that it may not play out like that, but it just keeps you captivated. I think I could be able to handle Iron Lung.
Like I said, it will. Like I said, it will. If I can describe it, it's like you're experiencing true solitude in this movie, where you feel like you're alone and you know it. It's like everything becomes something. From a little bit of a drop here to a sound here, everything becomes pointed. Everything, even to breathing. You pretty much, when you watch it, you feel like you're by yourself in this place, in this sub, experiencing what this convict is experiencing. But like I said, I'm trying not to get into it because, like I said, I watched it. I'm trying not to spoil too, but I'm just gushing over it. But
I'm not surprised. I ended up hearing that it did pretty damn well for its opening weekend.
Yep, number
congratulations.
One. Yep, it reached number one, not once, but twice. It was competing with, I think,
Mark.
It was competing, I think, with the movie Send Help. Like, it was like back and forth between the two. But yeah, his movie reached number one twice.
Yeah, it's pretty good competition. Sam Raimi, he's a pretty seasoned director. I basically remember a few of his works. Basically Spider-Man movies, if memory serves me, and the Evil Dead trilogy. I think some few of those films.
Yep,
so that's a pretty damn good competition. So good on Markiplier and the fucking Iron Lung for duking it out with that movie. That Christ Almighty.
Literally, it is that popular. So much so, thanks to that kind of popularity, they gained another weekend to showcase the movie in theaters. So if y'all didn't get to watch it last weekend, this weekend, y'all should take that opportunity to watch Iron Lung. And if you watched it, go watch it again. It's
worth paying another ticket for it. Why the fuck not?
Dude, it is free. I said it in his comment because I know he did a live stream after it talking about it. But Markiplier, while he's a great YouTuber and content creator, it's like he was born to make movies after seeing that. While the work,
he's got a good solid start though, at least.
Not just that, he did other movie-esque things with Date with Markiplier, In Space with Markiplier, Heist with Markiplier. Pretty much, he did all that. He pretty much all that work, all that effort, everything. Pretty much, he did that with him and his wonderful team and everything. With his quality, He was born to make movies, and I think this is a good stepping stone for him to make more. But also, it sets a precedent as well, and that's what I'm excited about the most. It sets a precedent to any movie makers that, despite what box office and like high quality like studios movies make, even indie movies can make great movies with half, even less budget. We know how to use it. Because I checked, I did last time I checked, it was like the budget for Sin Help, I think it was like $49 million, around there. Mark's Iron Lung took only $3 billion. Only $3 million went into that movie, and it became #1 twice.
I feel like that's a joke that I remember from like a Cinema Snob review. He's a funny little guy. Basically, that kind of money was basically what Markiplier's working with is essentially the budget for a craft service table at a big studio box office.
Yeah, it'll be considered chump change to big box office studios.
Yeah.
But it goes to show, even if it's less than what you make and they make a better movie, that's saying something. That maybe the money's not the main point of making a good movie. It's the quality and the work you put in that makes a good movie good.
Yeah. Just make something good. Let the audience enjoy it. It's big, it's forced upon. Not to sound desperate either.
Exactly.
Just let the product speak for itself. Try not to sabotage it at least. Oh God.
Oh hell no. Like once more money gets involved, then sabotage is pretty much like long behind in the corner. But
only a few managed to break that shit. Like
yeah, select few.
I remember that DreamWorks didn't have that much faith in Shrek so badly that it ended up punishing animators that were working on the Prince of Egypt.
What?
I ended up hearing about this rumor too during the production of both movies. If you're not satisfactory with working in the Prince of Egypt, you get sent to Shrek. But unfortunately, I mean, Shrek became pretty damn huge. It gained meme status. So
like it did.
Yeah. So there's that.
But yeah, like that's both good, but also kind of messed up how they treat like their workers that way. It was like that. Like,
I mean, yeah, sometimes like studio behind the scenes stuff, super sketchy and shit.
Like, geez Louise, man, we're just here trying to make movies, man. That should be the main goal of a movie studio. Like, it's in the name, movie studio, a place to make movies. Like, the moment money gets rolled in, and it's like, we're not even trying to make movies. We're just creating content.
It's basically commodifying an art form, just so not only will it, just so it can make the max amount of money that you want it to make
with the least amount of effort.
Yeah.
Which kind of dials back to what we talked about earlier too.
Yeah. And it's just that it requires a whole lot more than just pushing a couple of buttons on a computer.
Yeah, but yeah, the premise is pretty much still the same. Where pretty much instead of just putting in the work, they just want to do less to get more. And that's where it kind of flops with most of these movies. But that's why I'm excited about Mark's Iron Lung, because of the work he did, because of the effort he put in. Like I said, it sets a precedent that good movies can still be good movies when you put the work, dedication, and heart and soul into. And Markiplier showed it. I'll say it right there. Wow, we pretty much covered a whole bunch of stuff today, but it was a very good idea first episode. So let's end it off with something a little bit uplifting, something a little bit funny, something a little bit joy. Gonzo, if you had an opportunity to make a video yourself, what would be the title of said movie?
I haven't really even thought about it. I can't even think off the top of my head, really.
Well, there is one title that kind of makes sense, given your status.
What?
Gonzo's acting school. Look, this right there, that's your movie title right there. Basically,
How to Act 101.
Yeah.
How to Act 101. Some idiot's guide to how to be a decent stage actor.
Like exactly that.
Be like some sort of strange fucking comedy.
Like yeah, that's the IQ movie right there. You got a whole bunch of actors who play good roles. So pretty much that could be your ideal movie right there. Oh, gee, that would look. If that actually did exist, I would definitely watch it if it was real. That would have been like the most funniest of funny movies. But yeah, something living. Well,
Yeah.
okay. I think I got something. For those listening, pretty much what you heard from today. We pretty much tried home a very good lesson to learn. Making anything, being content, music, movies, all that stuff, can still be great. As long as you're willing to put in the effort, put in the heart, and put in the soul. When we start using AI, then the soul is gone. So do what you can, what you think you can, what you know you can, and just keep making. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally the quote. That's the guide. It can be anything as long as you keep making. Like, no, never give up. Never like just like say, oh, this is too hard. I know. Keep going, because at the end of the day, you can look back and say, I did all that crap myself, and look where I'm at, because I did that. Yep. So before we head out, Gonzo, is there any kind of uplifting things you want to address to the audience as well?
Just try to keep a little bit of hope. Try to keep a little light going on, because like you're gonna need it in this crazy ass world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's pretty much that's the long and short of it. There's really like no like other additives. That pretty much keep a little bit of hope in you. Because in on this world of despair, having hope is probably what will definitely get you in most of the day, almost all of it. Gonzo, thank you for being on the show. Hopefully, I can probably catch you again in the next episode. Maybe we get some more topics done. What do you think?
All right, sounds like a good plan. Hit me up.
All right then. Well, thank you very much, Gonzo, and hopefully I'll see you in next time. All right, stay hydrated.
All right.
And that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching this episode of Chill Corner. Hopefully you pretty much be willing to see the next one for next 2 weeks, I believe. It'll be every other Friday at noon. Please stay tuned, and hopefully we'll be able to enjoy this video. Take care, have a good day, and above all, stay hydrated. All right, bye.